My name Edmund Yakani, Executive Director of CEPO. I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate His Excellency Governor of Central Equatoria State, Jadala, for paying a field visit to the negative development that is happening in Aru Junction, where it resulted to loss of lives and properties and displacement of the citizens as a result of a growing tension between farmers from Magwi County and pastoralists from Dinkapur around Aru Junction or in some parts of Magwi County. This is a positive response to the appeal we have made that we want to see a proactiveness from the three governors of Central Equatoria State, Eastern Equatoria State, and Jonglei State for safety and protection of our citizens in the face of the challenges that is developing among themselves. And also, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate Archbishop Paulo, who visited this location of the Anglican Church, Central Equatoria Internal Province. This is a very good move from our religious leaders, but also we appreciate this is a positive response to the appeal we have made. And therefore, as civil society activists, I would like to appeal to our three governors, Governor of Central Equatoria State, Eastern Equatoria State, and Jonglei, to hold an urgent joint meeting for laying down strategies on how to prevent further escalation of a deadly violence. Similar call also goes to our religious leaders. They should come jointly and also take a responsibility in deterring further occurrence of a deadly violence, being it a revenge or extrajudicial killings that we have already seen, and we strongly condemn all act of extrajudicial killing after the occurrence of the violence. We don't want to see anybody taking away a life of any other person. But also like to appeal to urge authorities and religious leaders to communicate to our citizens, and what we like to appeal to our citizens that we should abstain from escalating highly hostile propaganda, hate speech, misinformation, and disinformation associated with the negative development that have faced our citizens in Aru Junction. In a separate note, I would like to call upon the authorities that we should not restrict access of development partners in providing or scaling up safety and protection of civilians, and this will be humanitarian agencies and UNMIS. The movement of UNMIS or the access of UNMIS and other humanitarian agencies to help our citizens that are facing hardship should not be restricted and should be easy, because we have seen some acts that are acting as if is a restrictive decisions not to allow movement of humanitarian actors or movement of UNMIS in scaling up measures of safety and protection of our civilians. It's necessary. And I would like to appeal to the leadership of the country. I know Your Excellency, First Vice President, other Vice Presidents, is upon your prerogative to ensure that there's no restriction for any actor that want to provide or scale up safety and protection of our citizens. But we can see continuous act that of delay or tactics of delay. This is something that we want it to be stopped and need to be scaled up. In conclusion, I call upon Your Excellency Governor of Central Equatoria State, Your Excellency Governor of Eastern Equatoria State, Your Excellency Governor of Jonglei State, urgently hold a meeting and convey a joint strategy in providing safety and security. And I appeal to our religious leaders to also proactively engage in deterring further escalation of a deadly violence, being it a revenge, and we strongly condemn any act that may mount it as extrajudicial killing or any act that will be done in scaling up violence among our communities. And I urge our brothers and sisters from Jonglei State, let us try to use a non-violent way to resolve the differences. And I'm appealing to our brothers and sisters from Eastern Equatoria State, the same thing. Let us abstain from deadly violence. Let's look for amicable, concrete, and sustainable solution to this crisis. And we are aware that it is a weakness of the authorities not being proactively in handling this particular situation. We could have not faced the loss of lives and properties as we have seen now if we have authorities that listens to the early warning we are sending and the calls we have been making for them to utilize their authority they assume on behalf of the citizen to exercise it for providing amicable solution. Thank you very much.